What's going on, you guys? This is Cashews.
It's your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamonds.
And it's your girl Tasty.
And we are
Hiphop Millennials Podcast.
Hey y'all, welcome back.
New week, new things.
New team, what's going on today with these new teams?
Hey man, let's just kick this thing off with the Cashews That's Nuts segment, and we're gonna go into this new EST.GEE project, man. Do y'all fuck with EST.GEE?
The long way. That's my nigga.
The fentanyl boss.
I feel like I want to sell drugs right now. I think it make you want to kill people. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, EST.GEE, man, he got a new album. I think it's an album or mixtape. I can't tell, but usually it's always a mix. It's an album. Mm-hmm. Okay, and it's called I Never Felt None. And it's spelled none, N-U-N. That shit is hard. You know, this is a Louisville, Kentucky rapper.
Louisville.
Oh, yeah, you gotta say it right. Louisville.
Louisville.
Yeah, man. This album, I'll fuck with it. I actually say no skips. I was listening to it, driving around this whole week, and man, it give you that adrenaline, man.
And he definitely bring out that gut in the artist that he choose. Like that song with him and Jeezy, bro. That was that thug motivation.
That
Jeezy,
thug motivation, Jeezy.
They choose violence,
and it's straight. This for the trap fans. If you like lyricism and everything, he got some lyrics and stuff, but he's definitely not trying to lyrical miracle you. It's all trap music, man. It's about the vibe. It's about the realness. This is for the streets, and he did good, man. I'm pretty happy with it. I hear a lot of his mixtapes, and they all sound pretty good. I can see the elevation in the creative part of him. He's starting to use his vocal tones. He's definitely harmonizing a little more. It's a couple times where I thought he sounded similar to Rich Homie Quan. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's definitely getting better.
But he's definitely getting a little more creative. He's testing out his recording process.
He
a
got
little
that
more.
boy Gotti behind him.
Oh yeah, and he got Gotti behind him. He's a cocaine music. What is it? It ain't cocaine music no more. He changed the label. CMG. They changed it from cocaine.
I didn't know that.
I think it stands for something else now. I gotta look that up. Right. But it definitely. I don't think cocaine was marketable enough.
But no, he said a song though. He said a song where they wanted him to change his name, and he was like, no.
It's like he's not changing it himself. Like he's saying it still, but on paper, I don't think it's cocaine anymore.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but the album is dope. I think y'all should check it out. And yeah,
you know, it's fire.
I fuck with it.
Check it out. I definitely am selective on my gangster rap. Just cause
I think you will fuck with EST.GEE.
Okay. I mean, I like his songs, you know, the ones that be out, but just to like listen to the whole album. I'm gonna listen to it though, you know what I'm saying, just to check it out and see.
I like him too because he's
and it's up your lane, man. That's all trap, man. Super trap.
You know your girl good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like he give you that like authentic old Jeezy early Gucci type vibe. Like it's like this nigga really might sell me a brick right now.
Okay. And I like that. You could feel it. You could tell that they really been through what they rapping about versus
it's no question about it in my mind. Dealer. Yeah, and the song that I like is called Hell. That's my go-to track right now. I fuck with the whole thing, but Hell is the one I got on replay right now.
Okay.
Hell yeah, they got a Jack Harlow feature on there. Future's also on the album, so that's where the Future fans. Bryson Tiller, he's also from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay,
he's on there. Jeezy's on the last song, The Realest, though. Check it out.
That shit's so hard.
I'm gonna have to go listen to it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sure. And that's for the new vibes, the new jits, whatever y'all are. And let's talk about the old school. DJ AKADEMIKS, man, and the legends, man.
Somebody gonna put their hands on him.
You know what I'm saying? Like DJ AKADEMIKS,
different type of disrespectful.
He tripping.
Yeah, he but this is what he does. He goes in about everybody. He doesn't have any filter. He speaks his mind, and I think it's along that
6ix9ine is his best friend.
Exactly.
Would you consider him a troller?
He's an absolute troller.
Okay.
That's how he makes his money.
He's one of the king trolls. When you think about him, it's him, Charleston White, Charlemagne the God. You think about people who's just gonna say whatever to get a reaction out of you. And DJ,
but it worked thoh.
It works. DJ AKADEMIKS says that Charlemagne is like his influence in this.
And
so
that says a lot.
He mimics him. And basically he says, you know, the old school rappers are dusty. And look, I know sometimes being real and saying certain things is disrespectful, but to be honest, most of the time when you see really old school rappers, they don't really look like they're doing that good. Not all of them, but some. You got MC Shan. You have a lot of those old guys who, you know, back in those days, they were fucking up their contracts. They were signing bad deals. But their imprint on hip hop is definitely real. None of us would be here without them. But it's just like, you know, the money is here now.
But I think that's what his that's what he was trying to say. Like, it's not about like what they did for hip hop. It's how they look and how you know what I'm saying. Like,
some
new artists
really
now
bad.
got this nigga got Prada to the floor, Balenciaga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and a couple years ago, a lot of them were jealous of these younger dudes. Y'all remember the Migos was having a lot of beef with older rappers when they came out because it's really that money that they dealing with. They touching a different type of money. They're like, y'all on jets.
Y'all didn't have to sell CDs out the back of a truck.
Exactly.
They're
mad about the internet.
They had to go through.
Exactly.
They had to go through a lot of like hard work.
And record deals is handed out like candy now.
Yeah.
You don't even need a record deal. You
don't need a record deal.
Phone
You can
iPhone and
press record.
And we have the ultimate respect for the legends and the pioneers.
Absolutely.
I mean, we don't have the music without y'all, but you do have to watch what you say about them, man. Why is it in our culture where we're just so quick to disrespect the people that came before us? You don't see, the other pop or rock talking about, Bon Jovi, they fucking,
fuck the Beatles.
Fuck the Beatles. Like, why is that for us? Why do we do that?
Because I think as far as like every song is always about, I got it out the mud, I got it by myself, I don't need no help, I did it on my own. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody has physically done everything on your own.
You can't.
It's part of the gimmick.
You can't. Unless your ass accidentally share some bullshit freestyle and it pick up on the internet and go viral.
But it's not even the same type of rapping though, because like, you know what I'm saying? The old school is like
to the store
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like they were talking about what they was going through.
Right.
You can't compare.
Hilarious.
It's not even, you know what I'm saying?
But the definition of old school, it varies for everybody because some people would say, 50 Cent is old school now. That's 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it. Our kids don't know him. They don't know him as a rapper. They know him as a showmaker.
But when you talk about people that were blowing up in the early days, the KRS-Ones, in those days, people weren't focused on money. The money wasn't the most important thing. You wanted to get rich. And of course, you would love to feed your family off of your music, but it was the love of it and just the creative part. And if the money comes from it, thank God. But nowadays, it's strictly about, I'm doing this for the
coming from
Exactly. And it's like, we so comfortable with disrespecting our elders and our shit, and I can't respect it. DJ Academics, he make me laugh sometimes, but his perspective on this, I felt it was kind of dusty. You dusty? Or am I really Dusty? Who's Dusty? I want you to say a name. Don't just specific.
That's a wide spectrum.
Exactly. You disrespecting everybody. Put an address on it.
You obviously saw a couple people that you thought was Dusty, so explain who it is.
Right.
Exactly.
He probably saw some people out in LA, like at a restaurant or something, like, oh, that's so and so.
And LL Cool J. He's one of the legends.
That nigga's far from
Ladies still love Cool J.
Exactly.
Plus Academics mama right now.
And
Why you play
out? He spoke
Not
out.
even that. The nigga is in great shape.
He's in great shape.
The fuck
and got that bag still.
And he'll knock your ass out.
Instantly.
We already heard about LL. Somebody ran to his house and he knocked the fuck out of burglar. Knocked the burglar out.
He knocked the fuck out on Saturday any given Sunday. Everybody remember that shit.
Ladies love a nigga that knock a nigga.
Imagine being the girl that gotta go home with the nigga that got knocked out. Get your goofy ass out. I'm
gonna wake this nigga up.
It's over, babe.
I might just
bake it up.
Well, if you get knocked out by LL, she might understand that shit. That nigga got he got Jamie Foxx.
Nigga is a nigga. That don't mean nothing, bro.
No.
Your eyes, y'all are two men.
Like, I'm about to go get LL.
Yeah, exactly. Don't make me go get LL.
You ain't talking to LL like that.
And he always speaks up. He's a pioneer. He's very vocal about the love for
the hip-hop.
Exactly. LL Cool J is the legend. But
put some respect on it.
He wasn't having it.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And it's been a lot of people responding to that. A lot of people been responding to him, and I'm glad that people speaking up for the elders, because you can't disrespect the origin of you. That's like you coming out talking shit about your parents for the world. It wouldn't be you.
And why you trying to beef with old people? Like, out of all people, you trying to start up some shit with some older, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know what?
About motherfuckers.
Even after he said, he came back and said something else to defend his own point. It's like, dude, just shut up.
He's
going at people that you have no business disrespecting. Russell Simmons, there is no rap.
He is the game. Right. He is the game.
They call him the Godfather.
Okay, Russell Simmons got the money.
He got
regardless.
And DJ Academics tried to bring up some of his sexual allegations.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't take away. If you're talking about Dusty and wealth, and that was the point he was making, that has nothing to do with it, because he has more money than
Thank you.
Any day.
Okay.
Yeah. So this dude just been running his mouth this whole week. What about T.I. clapping back at DJ Academics about Reggie?
You know why I don't like that though? Because I feel like when T.I., I think when Lil Wayne was going through all that and T.I. had said something, like, I don't think they're on the same spectrum as they used to be. Like, you remember how T.I. and Lil Wayne used to be real cool? I don't think I'm not saying he don't have a right to say something, but it's just like I feel like you're saying it more out of clout than like you really caring, if that makes sense. Remember, him and Rajane, not saying got into it, but she said it to him because I think like when Lil Wayne was in jail, T.I. like never said anything like or whatever. It was some they got into it somehow.
Regina and Tip.
Yeah, because what it was, matter of fact, I know what it was. It was a comment where Tip was, that interview with Lil Wayne, and he was talking about like when the whole thing with black guys was getting shooting, he was like, well, that don't apply to me. You know, I like white people. Remember that? And T.I. was like, oh, come on, man, you supposed to be saying something, Wayne. And she was like, well, that's my daddy. He can say whatever he want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they never really been cool since then. So it's just like.
But we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Them niggas could still be cool. Like at the end of the day, she was in a group with his daughter. She be at the house. I'm probably your godfather type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, motherfuckers fall out on the internet about, you know, some bullshit you might have said or did. And if we really had love for each other, me saying this really shouldn't fuck up our whole relationship. Yeah. But he did come to her defense. A lot of people was coming to her defense. Her mom clapped back.
They don't play about her.
Why do people just feel comfortable just saying anything? I mean, you should be able to have freedom of choice, but why do you pick this particular girl out and attack? You know, DJ AKADEMIKS has.
Bro, you can say and type whatever you want behind that keyboard.
He has history of coming at women. Meg, you know, he don't care about
he has no
attacking
filter.
a woman online.
Okay, so devil's advocate, but that's his job.
It's his job. It's his job. It's definitely his job.
We watch it, we see it. That's how he makes a living. I know a lot of people that are not like who they are on the shows that they play. You know what I'm saying?
It's his character.
Tommy from Power.
Right, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's just like, or even in like real stuff, like, you know, it might be like let's say like a sex podcast, and the person on there might be like super sexy all the time, but that's not them in real life. That's you see what I'm saying? So, and so, in that being said, I'm not saying that that's not him, but I feel like at the end of the day, you know, that is his job. His job is to be relevant and talk about, you know what I'm saying, and stir up the pot. That's what he's known
it's for. It's keeping his name going.
So, and that being said,
I understand that side of it.
That's, you know what I'm saying, that just is what it is. He wouldn't be who he was, you know, anytime he's brought up, it's brought up in that light. So it's not like it's something new. He definitely what he does. Right. That's how he make his money.
And
so it's just, you know,
I can't say it's not entertaining.
And that's why, you know, it's entertainment television. A lot of people take it so personal. They might, you know, you never know. Him and Regina might have been out to dinner and they could have cooked up that story. You just never
industry is very small.
No, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's true.
And that's true. That's true. That could happen.
It's just, I take all that shit.
It's always, I'm on your side until you say something. It's like as fans, it's like until you say something about the person I like.
Now it's like you're a bad person. But you wasn't laughing when he was talking about such and such, or you was laughing when they was
doing it. I think I'm always laughing until he brought up the legends. I think I was just like, oh, that was whack.
Disrespectful.
You know, that was just disrespectful.
But he's always disrespectful.
Yeah, even the Regina shit, I didn't feel like that was like so disrespectful, but it was just like
all he commented on was the type of dude she liked.
Yeah, he went at her man more than anything.
To a certain extent, he kind of wasn't lying.
True.
And it's like when you put your life out there, it's meant to be spoken on.
That's
all it is. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a fact. So
that's just what it is.
This dude been in a lot of beef. So what's beef?
Beef is when
like you can't eat.
You know what I'm saying? Because according to Tory Lanez and August Alsina, this is beef out here, man.
I don't think that was beef.
You don't think that's beef?
He has a short man
anytime
complex.
Your ass get
anytime he like 4 foot nothing and like walking around trying to be.
Because if y'all saw the video, I ain't gonna lie, he had his whole hand out there. August just kept walking. That shit, it was hella disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie, but
down, it was like no.
It was like what? He kept walking. He was like.
That was
I'm telling you.
That was embarrassing.
All right, so we have August Alsina. Y'all know August Alsina been in a lot of shit for the last year with the Jada and with the entanglement, and you know Tory Lanez, man, this dude been fighting a case for 5-6 years now. I don't know what the fuck when this is ever going to go to trial, but basically Tory Lanez and August Alsina, they're walking past each other. Tory Lanez got his hand out. August left it hanging, and he got quiet, and I think the people around Tory was like, "Oh, that nigga gonna
that's
treat
really
you like
what
that."
It was.
Oh,
you gonna niggas around you like
it's always the niggas around you that's gonna hype you up, put that battery in your back.
Right?
Yeah.
That nigga ain't even. I see that even up. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So the real question is, do y'all think Tory put hands or was it security?
I think a little bit of both. I think he put hands and then like his
people jumped in.
Yeah. Afterwards.
I started.
August ain't no little nigga like. It's like 6 foot something.
But August came with some energy, y'all. Y'all heard the tape where he was just like, "Why you put my business on the internet?" Like he came at him kind of hard. He had a bass in his voice.
Was fucked up,
he did.
But I don't know. I think it was a little bit of a bitch move to post yourself. I would never post myself bloodied up look what he did to me. That's some whole ass shit. Yeah, right.
And he looked like he was trying to act like he was knocked out.
Right. Because who took that picture?
Who took the picture? And how many times did y'all have to take it?
Right. Hold on. Post a little blood on your shirt real quick. Hold on.
A little bit more.
Not
right.
Anything for clout.
It is.
That was whack.
Yes.
I can't even
if you
feel
a real
sorry
nigga
for you
like
after
your
you
songs,
do that.
you would have just got out the nigga off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then he tried to come at him. He said he was on some drug and he's short and he got attacked by a leprechaun. He shot his shot, but I saw that he was trying to, distance himself just in case he have to make a paper trail. He said I was attacked and he's using certain language that you use when you making a report. Exactly. You got to watch these type of dudes. But I can't lie, man. I like Tory, man. I like his music. Tory Lanez is probably one of those people that literally makes no whack songs.
For sure.
I'm not saying this dude is amazing in that way, but he is. His music is great, man.
He's a good artist.
He's a great artist, man. I got on him late.
I think that people always try to, but it's nothing wrong with separating the two. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you can't deny talent. You know what I'm saying? And he is talented.
He's talented as fuck.
After his, regardless of his personal. You know what I'm saying? But people try to get so deep, and it's really just because the internet and all that stuff. But back in the day, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't so exposed to the celebrities' lives and what they was doing and how they go. So we only knew them for what they music and what they did. So I feel like taking like you have literally access to them. You can comment they might even comment back if you say something crazy enough. You know what I'm saying?
I try.
I got plenty of comments back before.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I like Tory. I like August. I like both of their music. I think that they're both definitely very talented. I feel like the beef probably is real. I mean, I don't know 100% sure, but I do think that.
I think Tory got embarrassed.
Yeah,
his pride was hurt
for sure.
Because he looked at that nigga like he had COVID.
And you know why? Because it was recorded.
He had monkeypox, did he?
He had monkey. He had something.
Don't touch me.
And he was like, his pride was hurt. You around all your boys. Everybody's like, oh shit.
It'd be different if he like, oh, I didn't notice you. That nigga said
and
his
everybody
name,
around saw that shit. And then that's embarrassing. So now you gotta come up with something.
So you just trying to get a case on top of a case on top of a case.
Yeah.
Because dude, you need to be chilling right now.
But honestly, man, I think people like that, like when you got that type of money, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I done beat this case out of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't beat shit yet.
Not yet.
Unless he knows some shit that we don't know.
Got some fire ass lawyers behind. Can you imagine being Tory lawyer like, nigga, again?
Yeah.
Like, come on,
True.
bro. Like, because you know he called afterwards like, hey, I missed some shit. I didn't hit a nigga again.
Look, you making me work.
That's what I mean. Shit.
True.
Lawyers get paid by the hour.
Yes.
At that point, he like.
That's why Tory been dropping so much fucking music. He got
the lawyer fees are kicking his ass.
Man, it's actually kind of fucked up because I want to see success for him, but you keep staying in trouble, man. I don't think you're ever gonna reach where you want to reach again, man. That
nobody's gonna work with your hostile ass. Like,
yep.
We in the studio, you get mad, I say something wrong to you, you hit, like, come on, bro. Like,
you hit me?
Bro, I'm just saying, like, think about that shit, though. People think about that, though.
Damn.
Look, she said he jumped up and hit.
Right, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Is August Alsina tall, y'all?
Yes.
Oh, shit. That's what I'm saying. Bro, the height difference is like a good 2 feet. Like,
that's why
2 feet.
Yeah. He had to jump, or August had to duck.
Okay.
That's why I say I think he probably ran up and threw the first punch, and then his security, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why he called him a leprechaun.
Right.
Okay.
A little nigga little, like a lot of niggas be little.
I can't wait to see what comes from this. Hopefully, they squash their little shit. We'll see, or they could not. Let's just keep the beef going forever. It'll be entertainment for us later. So we're gonna hop into have a taste with tea.
Yes.
Hey.
So I actually heard this question a couple times. I don't know. I just thought it was very interesting. So I want to know what y'all think. So would y'all be mad if y'all found out that y'all significant other was sneaking y'all like sex pills or like? You know what I'm saying?
Like Viagra and stuff? Or
like helping you perform better type shit?
You know what I'm saying? Like, would you be mad? And only just because, men is an ego thing. And I'm not talking about just like some random bitch. I'm talking about like your spouse, somebody you've been with, and maybe you ain't been, you know what I'm saying?
Performing.
Right. So she just might add a little in your breakfast every day, but then you found out. Like,
I would be mad.
Like
I would be mad. Why? Because I feel like, if you're my spouse, we could talk about anything. Like, and I know that'll hurt a nigga ego, but it's like, if I ain't doing it for you, bro, you gotta tell me something. Maybe I could try. I don't know, but I'd rather take them myself than you giving them to me. Like, don't Don't.
Man, what? I would be heated. The reason why I would be heated is because a lot of times with those pills, man, they could affect your blood pressure, how your heart goes.
No, but if you being my spouse, you know, I
don't
know.
sneak me anything.
Right. That's the problem. Don't sneak
shit in my food.
Y'all don't know what it's like to be with a man because you are a man.
So once that motherfucking blood pressure, that heart attack come, you done got a murder charge.
What I'm saying is the type of, I can't speak for other women, but the type of woman that I am in a relationship, I would have done some research. You know what I'm saying? I would know what would be okay to give the person that I'm with, because I'm that into it.
You don't know what goes
it
against
would be
like you can't.
I do though. If I don't, so you mean to tell me that your wife don't know all the medications that you take?
What it is?
And so, that being said,
that sounds like I'm
right? Like you sick, he's not sick.
Right.
You got pills everywhere.
Right.
You got what's that thing where they got Monday, Tuesday?
Right, the little
There's so many pills. Jesus, take it away.
Right.
They can take pills for pills.
Man, I would do it though. Would you do it?
Hell no.
Look, any pill you give,
I just couldn't. Like, I couldn't sneak something in, my man's food. Not really.
I would.
I just couldn't. I would just tell him if he's not performing right. I would just tell him, look, you gotta do something different, bro. Like,
so you gotta get something different,
right? That's the question for y'all too. Yeah, how do you bring that up?
How do you bring it up? Okay, I'll probably do it before. Can we try something different? Like, let me come up with the position tonight.
No, like that. It ain't.
Just try something different.
I'm talking
You talking about his stroke game is messed up?
Like, he help.
Or like erectile dysfunction?
Yeah, like he can't get it up.
He needs some help.
Oh, I would ask him if something wrong with me. Like, are you still attracted to
No, babe, that ain't. Okay, so I'm the guy.
Yeah.
No, babe, hell no. Why you
for real.
Why you say that?
I want to know. Like,
but why you say that? No.
Because you got a limp,
and
you're not able to get it up. Yes,
I would. Like that, like
I would. You're not able to get it up, and I'm wondering why.
I couldn't do that.
I'm wondering why.
So
I couldn't
wait,
do that.
This is a question for Taste T. Where are you going to get these pills from? Those shits have to be
at the gas station.
Oh, you going to hit niggas with the horse?
Oh, you trying to hit on the horny goat?
She trying to kill a nigga. She going to kill a nigga.
No, but they have like
not the Raging Bulls.
Listen. They have like I ain't finna shout out no place because we ain't doing no advertising.
Right.
But it's a couple of websites that I know that it's like some all natural, all organic, supplements that you can take. Men can take them, women can take them, and you know what I'm saying? They work.
So what if that doesn't work?
So I mean, what you want, like sprinkle it in nigga eggs? Like how would you?
I mean,
or like in a drink? You
like a protein shake. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's ways. And I just feel like I care about
the relationship more.
Not even like, but people, y'all say that, but like to really have that conversation,
it's a hard conversation.
I don't think you know what I'm saying. And I feel, but for me, I mean, I feel you. Everybody's different, but for me, I don't think that I would be able to do that to like, No,
but
would you want him to tell you if you had like
I would never like dry
a dry nigga issue? No, dead ass.
But when your pussy dry.
I also believe niggas know when they not hitting it right.
But niggas be in denial.
Oh, it be a denial out loud, but it ain't mine. Ain't no.
My question is, what if so say for instance, like maybe like you ran out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many what ifs. Like if you run out, or say for instance y'all out of town and you forgot him at home, and you got his confidence up, like he can
like he doing
that shit, and then you like, oh shit, I forgot the pills at home, and then he can't get it up. You like, what would you tell him? Like
if something was wrong with you sexually, would you want to hear it from him? Like would you want to hear it, or would you want him to just ignore it and just keep having sex with you when he doesn't really like it?
So for me, I think that women can handle things a lot more than men, and when it comes to like ego, a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, can you really things. I think so.
Hold on
for sure.
So if I told you straight up, I'd be like, man, no, I don't think women take anything with ego better.
Absolutely, I do. I think so. I mean, but that's
so you think I'm fat? You think it's not wet? He's not really liking it.
Come on.
I mean, I don't know. That's an ego. That's more insecurity.
Right. That's not an ego. I'm talking about
ego, insecurity.
I mean, it is a show, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all know as men, y'all be hurt, like deep hurt, like with sexual. comes to sexual,
but honestly though, we will only be hurt if you said it in an aggressive tone.
And
like if you like, oh, you little dick ass nigga, you can't get it up.
Yeah.
But if you like, look, babe, you know, it's okay.
You're having trouble. Like I noticed that
if you're a significant other, I wouldn't be upset. Like if I'm my wife, no. But if you like a girlfriend, like a side piece, bitch, first of all, I suck shit. You okay? All the other bitches like it.
She's saying y'all get really hurt like when it comes to like sexual stuff, like your pride, everything.
But I mean, for me, if it came from my significant other, no. Just because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm only pleasing you, so you better tell me if I'm doing something wrong, because I don't want you to cheat on me.
No, I
you know what I'm saying? So,
and you know, a lot of times when you're in a long relationship, you might get into a routine.
Right,
you know,
right.
certain
It get boring.
It might, certain energies might weaken, and you might need to strengthen them up. But I think anything that's brought to me like that, I would already know that it was a problem, and it would probably hurt me. It probably crush me a little bit. Like, you be like, damn, nigga, I know I ain't killing it. Yeah. Shit ain't good, no more.
Just automatically think she cheating.
Like, especially if you love her. Exactly, you automatically go there. But if you just gonna put some shit in my shit,
right,
nigga, let's tell me to go to the doctor first, right? Let's see everything. Hey, I need you to get some vitamins.
Like, if I refuse to take them, okay, then do your thing. Like, if I'm like, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna work on this myself.
Make sure your man don't got high blood pressure issues.
The scenario? She talked to him, boom, and he like, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm not taking nothing. And then, because that definitely very well could happen.
Yeah, that's true.
On me, you know that could happen. Yeah. So, in that being said, and then boom, she starts.
If she don't want to cheat on him, if she
starts seeking him to pit. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
I'd rather a female do that than a cheat.
Yeah, y'all tell us how do you even introduce the conversation to where it doesn't make him attack you?
That's what she's saying. She said she
gonna sneak. She just said fuck it. I'll just give it to him.
Jeez, man.
That's a hard conversation to bring up for anybody.
Because you was like, look.
No,
you can't get it up.
No. Like,
okay,
I notice you're having trouble. Honestly, like you just gotta be honest. You just gotta say it. Like I notice.
What do people like? What are you talking about? We have troubles in our relationship.
So the dick ain't dick.
What's going on? Yes. You have to say it. Like as hard as it is, you have to say it.
Dick ain't dick.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So they have
because I really want to hear. So
so they have pills for women too that make you wetter and whatnot.
Oh, right.
What if you found out a motherfucker was sprinkling a little something,
right, and making your shit? You know what I'm saying? How would you feel?
You're like, damn, I'm wetter than I ever been.
This
super soak.
Right. I'll be like, give me some more.
Hey, I heard that. Look, I heard that. Everybody reacts differently to it.
I don't know. I just feel I wouldn't be mad because you're making it better. It's not if it was making me dry, like you know what I'm saying. But it's only making it better. I wouldn't be mad. I don't know.
So since y'all talking about ego,
I don't want to know.
You talking about ego. Once I find out that you putting shit in my shit and I'm performing on
really
now
bad,
I'm mad because it ain't me.
Yeah, that's really gonna make
a nigga a sensu bean.
Now nigga gonna make his own food. If you want a sandwich, no.
Nigga, you gonna be sitting there looking out the window like it really wasn't me. Right.
That's gonna make a nigga really go left.
Wow. I guess I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Don't
Don't ever let me find out. Just keep the pills peeling.
Okay.
But, hey, for real. And keep up with my dosages, goddammit.
Hey, nigga be like, babe, nigga come in the house, babe, I've been working out. That shit really making everything good.
Just don't say nothing.
And women be like, you sure right? I see it. Like, y'all
right. That's crazy. I mean, I guess, like I said, I didn't look at it that way. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so one more question. Y'all running the red light or no?
I'm not down with the red light. No. I'm not gonna say I haven't ran the red light, but I'm not down with the red light.
No. Because some people like it.
I've heard.
I can tell the difference in it.
It's like pennies.
It feels that, and then it don't feel the same. Like it's just, you know for a fact she ain't busting wet. It's, you know what I'm saying.
And then it gets dry after a while.
That shit makes me want to gag.
Now this conversation, no, look, no,
right? It's just no, just no.
Yeah,
it's a no for me.
It's a big no for me.
Yeah,
but everything gets bigger and swollen. You be looking good.
I guess because I met somebody who like that.
Me too.
A vampire?
No,
I don't.
They
used to send me like vampire emojis and like.
Ew. So that nigga was really into it.
I know niggas, unless she on her deathbed, nigga don't give a fuck. You know? Okay, I'm going up in that shit.
I told you stories about a couple that I met that like
it's
doing
a real thing.
Like,
elaborate.
I actually know a couple from way back. Okay, they prefer to have sex only on her period, literally, and he will literally go as far as to eat her out, everything. And he does not, he does not care. He enjoys it. He likes it. He doesn't care. They both like it. They prefer it. And I'm like, okay, is that like a, what is that, a fetish? Like,
it
what do you call
is.
like
I would consider it a fetish. I don't like it.
I was gagging the whole time he was talking. Like, I'm like,
hitting it is one thing, but
why?
you down there got
they vampires.
Yeah. Like the whole night.
Specifically waiting. Yeah.
And they prefer it. They prefer it. And I could not figure it out.
Yeah. I don't like it. I think for like soul tie purposes, I think that when you do that, it kind of connects you with that person on a different level, and for that reason, I mean, like the grossness. I don't know. Like,
you just don't think about it.
I mean, let me say, in being single, no, because it ain't ever that serious. But like in being in long-term relationships, have I done it? Yes, just because for not wanting to tell my spouse no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But outside of that, to just be like, oh yeah, I'm finna, you know, and like, then even in getting older, even in still with that, I just feel like, you know, that just connects people on a different type of level.
But you timing it,
you timing it is wild.
You fucked me up with that.
Yeah, that was, motherfuckers be on some wild shit. I've heard of that. I've heard of that you're telling that story, and I've also heard of people saying, you know,
it's a real thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why
it connects us.
That's what I'm saying. The blood, it's like a ritual. You know why? Because
once you use the word ritual,
is that right? I mean, I definitely have gone the whatever. That's another topic. But you know, I think I understand if that's what you're into.
That's your fetish.
Why people, and not even like I said, the bloody aspect of it, but it's no different. Say like, you know, in some rituals, like if say if we want to connect, and like I cut my hand, you cut your hand, it's almost the same type of. You know,
but the man is not bleeding though.
Yeah,
so I'm
but
confused. Did he like cut his junk in?
No,
Wait,
I'm asking. Look, let me tell you, when it's all said and done, and you done did it, and then you see the murder scene when you look down.
It is a murder scene.
That's what it is.
That shit look terrible.
Don't let her be a heavy.
Oh my god. And if she got
we turning our backs again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what? Don't look down. Go straight to the bathroom.
Only do like so do you only do missionary? Or do you only do, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
I don't know.
You gotta hit it from the back
and it splash. Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Hey. God damn. Oh Lord. It gets real in the field, man.
That's wild.
That's traumatic, yo.
Everybody's been there. I'm not gonna say everybody, but it's a lot of people who've been there. And where I'm at now, hell no, I'm not.
It's not that serious.
I don't prefer it.
Right. I'm married, so it's like I catch you the next day. Like, you're not going anywhere, so
call me in 7 days, okay?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, taste with tea, man. She always got the riveting discussion. Cause like.
I love it.
No, I love it, man.
Real shit,
hey, man. So let's get into the baby and Meg Thee Stallion. Like the baby. How do y'all feel about the baby in general as an artist first?
I like him.
I like the baby
as an artist.
As an artist, yes.
I heard
it's a little repetitive.
I heard that his fan base has like dwindled, and I looked online and I'm looking at his YouTube views. Some of his biggest songs have like 560 million views. And then you look at the stuff he's been putting out in the last year, it's all the way down to like 1 million. 1 M. Like most of his videos he put out now. So people are saying like his fan base has dwindled. And do y'all think it has anything to do with his antics over time?
Absolutely. Yeah. At the end of the day, as an artist, it's a whole picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you make music, but people, like we were talking about earlier, we have so much access to them now. You out here talking about gay people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shooting at people, like, it's a lot.
But don't you want your gangster rappers to shoot a motherfucker?
Yeah, but I feel
or think that
we want to know that you would, but you really don't.
Exactly.
Like,
but don't shoot them because then you can give us music and go on tour. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Even if that was your past life, you could rap about it because you know that's something that was real to you and that was your truth at one point in time.
Right.
But I think once you get to a level, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you really still out there shooting, robbing? No, that's not what we're doing. You know, even like Lil Baby, he ain't out there. You know what I'm saying?
But he talk about it all the time.
But and that is his truth, and he's done it. But you know, I don't think he's out there still
on the corner. Give you the gun off
you know, that's not what's going on because he has too much to lose. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
so the baby,
he be dogging like these R&B artists. Like you can't. You know what I'm saying?
And then you're talking about pussy. Why is you speaking on fucking, even if you did hit Meg Thee Stallion, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you bringing what is the point?
He has an album coming, right? Or is it just a new single?
No, it was a whole album.
It's an album. So I'm thinking that this is a rollout for the album, because he ain't had no buzz around his name.
It came out of nowhere.
All of a sudden, I fucked Meg before.
And I got an album out.
Well, you know, they said that he had did like they canceled his concert. He did.
Because he said that.
It was 5,000 tickets, something like that.
I think it was like 500. Yeah.
Shit.
Let me not. I think it was though. Yeah, it was a low number. Get
confirmation on them numbers, but that's
it was very low to the point where they was like, no. Yeah,
and that's why I was speaking on his fan base dwindling because of the antics. It's like, you know, Meg has a big following, and people are kind of on her side. The baby, he's built up like kind of this bad guy image, not bad boy, like literally bad guy. People are like, I don't know if I want to like you. He's a villain at this point. Yeah, he's like the villain, and at first it worked for him, but now it's like, all right, you got.
But they say that with every movie, like the villain be like, oh, you know, that's a cool part, but at the end of the movie, everybody always go with the good guy. It always is like that.
So Meg, she's been dealing with all type of beef. Most of her beef comes from men. Like she's all her beef.
That's true though. Now you think about it, that's true. It's only other niggas.
But when is it cool to start bragging about pussy that you got?
It's never. That's some lame shit.
Kissing and telling.
That's lame shit, bro.
It's corny.
It's lame.
And everybody who does do it, they never look as good as they think they
when they say, like, he want us to look at him like, damn, bro,
you hit Meg.
But real niggas is like, bro, you a bitch, bro. I would have kept that shit under wraps because you still couldn't be hitting it. You
wild shit, man.
Exactly.
And the game,
he can still hit it with her. No,
you said what?
I said you said he could still hit it even.
No, I said if he'd have kept his mouth quiet, he probably could have. You know
that Partisan Fontaine dude ain't speaking up on this.
Ain't nobody say nothing. I think it is true.
He spoke up. I think it is true. The last situation.
I do. Only reason why, because both of them have said nothing, and it's just like, you know, if somebody say something crazy about you, you going instantly.
Oh, it's like, absolutely true. It was never a doubt in my mind that he did it. It's just whack. It's because I feel that you did it. It's whack that you said it. You know what I'm saying? Like Meg was kind of.
She fucked Moneybagg Yo for crazy.
She was kind of out there when she first came. It's no knock to her sex life or nothing, but yeah, I remember when she first dropped, she was in the bed with the white boy. It was a lot of people popping up.
She said she liked the fuck and she liked to have sex.
Okay, she was living her life. She was living her life.
Single,
so some of them skeletons might come back and talk.
That's really what it is.
You know, some of that shit just might come back and bite you. Like this nigga ain't real.
That shit lame.
It's corny. It's corny. It's no way you can respect it.
He's definitely using her for record sales.
It's cool when it comes. You know what? I think back when we were growing up, Pac, you heard about Pac hitting all these women, but he was never talking about hitting. It was like legend, right?
Like we just assumed.
And now people are trying to live off of that type of clout. Like, man, I just heard he was the ladies' man, nigga. If it ain't you, it ain't you. Right. If you ain't got it, like, if they don't love you like that, it's not gonna hit the same,
real
bro.
Real niggas don't talk.
Real niggas don't talk. We never heard Pac jumping on an interview like, but I hit. He didn't even tell us he hit Madonna. We just found out later.
That's because that's that thug life.
Exactly. The baby out here. I don't know if my album gonna sell. Let's see what this does. But Meg ain't said nothing. It's quiet right now, man. So we'll see, you know, how this goes. TK, replay with TK, man.
Hey, you already know. Y'all know I fuck with the movie.
Spoiler alert.
Hey, so this week, man, I went different. I know I got tired of doing all the serious movies. I've been on but I did a funny movie this one. So I don't know if y'all seen it. It's called Honk for Jesus. It was was it Regina Hall and Sterling K. Brown. I think he played on like a couple other movies, but pretty much it was like, it reminded me of like the parodies, like the scary movies how they used to do, but it was more so of like the Eddie Long thing. Y'all remember when it came out, he was with the whole little boys and shit like that. So it was a parody on that. Like I said, it was funny. Like I had a couple scenes where, you know, they was talking about like all the designer and stuff he had, and you know what I'm saying, like trying to get his church to, you know, get bigger, stuff like that, because he had a mega church. So what happened was he came out with a scandal, and that he was, you know, sexually assaulting, whatever case may be. But you know how them preachers do it, just be like, here, say, you know, I maintain my innocence, whatever. But like I said, long story short, it was a giant parody, but it was funny though. Like they had the one scene I know everybody's seen where they did the "Nuck If You Buck" in the car, whatever, and it was crazy to come to find out they never heard that song before.
That's kind of wild.
You know,
that's like a Negro spiritual at this point.
Like, but nah, it was good though. I ain't gonna go too much detail. I'll let y'all watch it. But I would give it, on the funny scale though, I'll probably give it, I would say like an 8 out of 10. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't believe in touching little boys and all that stuff. That's not funny at all. But no, I just have to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like that aspect of it is not funny at all. But the movie in a whole, like I said, to be a parody, it was funny though. Like I would recommend y'all go see it. It was pretty good.
Okay.
I'm gonna check it out. Where can you watch this shit at?
It's streaming on Peacock. It actually just came out, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, but it streams on Peacock. That's one of the streaming apps that they do like the football and shit like that.
Okay, because I like Regina Hall, man.
Yeah, she funny as hell. She's definitely a good one.
Especially from them scary movie days.
Right, and that's what it remind me of. Like, it remind me of the old scary. That's why I call it a parody, because that's what it remind me of, like the old scary movies and stuff. But that shit was good though.
Okay, you bet. That's the replay with TK. If y'all interested in that movie, go check it out any way that you can. Stream it. So Ari Spears, Tiffany Haddish. This lawsuit is dropped, y'all. Is anybody surprised?
No.
Yeah and no. I don't know. Just because like I feel like when they brought the kids involved, like don't bring kids involved if you're not gonna really go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's just only embarrassing them. Not everybody's on a limelight with them. You did all that to be like, okay, never mind. Just imagine if you was a kid.
We never saw their faces though.
That's true too. They were considered Jane Doe, but if you know the mother, that's public information. It's not that hard to find. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that hard.
Money talks, my nigga.
What?
But you know, she did the little interview and she said she lost everything.
Of course, anytime some fucking he cuts your name like that,
the white people back up.
That's money repellent.
Instantly.
You know what I'm saying? You scaring
no
these
more
companies
specials,
off.
no more Netflix.
It's like
shows.
she won, but she lost.
Yeah,
you know?
She just wanted it to go away. Like, just I'll pay any amount to make this disappear.
Right. You know, your boy Boosie said, "Come holler at him." He said he'll put it in a movie now.
Being a Boosie original,
right? You know what I'm saying? He said, "I got you." That Boosie juice.
Yeah, exactly. Hey man, it's good that this is over. You know, the money's been released. You know,
right.
Shit, it's a come up.
Tiffany's the one that paid though. I don't think Aries paid anything, did
She probably fronted the bill.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that nigga ain't had shit to put
I'm pretty
on
sure
it.
she has more money than him.
His team been real quiet.
Yeah, but you really don't want to keep talking on it.
Yeah.
Once it's dying, just let that shit
once
die.
you speak your piece, it's just
and now they can build up, because I don't think this is going to affect her career forever. You know what I'm saying? It's just this year might be a little quiet for her. You want to get that up off you. You know, you need a good year for people
Did she lose all her movies?
She said she lost everything. Every movie was over with. Yeah, that's
I could believe it though. Can you imagine you about to work with somebody to come and find out they doing something with little kids?
Because
you don't even want to be associated.
Right, because at the end of the day, it was just trying to, they never were fighting it or like they didn't do it, you know what I'm saying, or make the movie or the little skit or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it really was just determined that it wasn't against the law, but that still doesn't take away that it was distasteful, and that was something that they chose to do. At the end of the day, I'm not saying that it's right. That shit is fucked up, but she thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And they both did.
Yeah. Right. So it's just like, you can't be mad at people because they don't find what you find is funny.
Yeah.
The flip side is people who thought that shit was hilarious.
Right.
They might not be
dark humor shit.
It's dark humor.
Yeah.
Y'all
I don't
know,
think anything with children is funny.
Family Guy been on that shit.
Dark
I use
humor,
that. It's a lot of it's a lot of shit with kids doing weird shit, man.
Sure.
And
use
it's
your
like
own kids. That's the only thing I say.
would you use your own
But that's
kids?
weird. That's even more with that.
I know that sounds crazy, but I'm saying as far as like, if you're gonna do something, don't use nobody else. Don't traumatize somebody else's kids. If you think that's funny, right? Traumatize.
Just don't do it.
Or that too.
But y'all know, like you said, don't do that shit. But I don't think that they thought that shit was like, because it's out. That's my whole thing. If it was hidden and it just got found.
That's my point exactly.
Yes.
So in that being said, she thought it was funny,
Exactly.
and we didn't. You didn't think it was. So it's like, in that being said, it doesn't take away that was still your taste level, and you thought that was okay. So you can't be mad that people don't see things how you see it, or
That's
they
a fact.
you know what I'm saying? Because
when you do stand up, you go out there and tell a joke, and the way you find out the good ones is the one they laugh at. If it's quiet in that bitch, you be like, all right, I'm gonna scrap that
I ain't
one.
saying that shit
Now, this ain't my lane. I don't know how to get off these type of jokes. I can't execute that properly. So
I remember back in the day when it was like, wasn't funny to make fun of mentally ill people. You know what I'm saying? But when Bernie Mac did it, everybody thought that shit was funny as hell. But he was making fun of a mentally ill person.
And nowadays that shit is kind of weird.
It's not funny no more. Like, if he would have told that joke now, he would have got canceled. Think about that.
If he was still alive,
for anything.
You get canceled for anything. Clearly, they getting canceled for some shit from 6 or 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Anything getting canceled now. So.
The cancel culture is real.
It's sad. It's sad all around. It's sad for them. She's a good actress, like you said. I don't think she intentionally, but like I always say, just because you don't mean to doesn't mean you shouldn't have to.
And I think it's a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what to do and what not to do. Like, especially when you have a name, you know what I'm saying? It's just between being a known person. But when you have a name out there, like, you can't just be tying your name to anything. Like, that shit will come back to haunt you.
And that's a fact, man. Let's get into this Diamonds in the Rough segment, man. This is one of my favorite segments of the show. It gives me, like, it just inspires. It's inspirational every time.
Appreciate it.
So, Diamonds, talk to us.
All right, well, I'm going to take it back to a little throwback, you know, because you don't know your history. You don't know where you're going at all. Hey. So, today's Diamond in the Rough is Coretta Walls Lanier. She was an icon of the civil rights movement. And in September 1957, at age 14, her and 8 other students integrated an all-white high school in Little Rock, Arkansas. And they were named the Little Rock Nine. And every day she suffered abuse as being pushed and spit on a daily basis. For her teachers would even misgrade her work on purpose just to make her try to fail high school. Crazy. And on 4 weeks before her graduation date, her home was actually bombed.
Damn, not like ran in, but bombed?
The very next morning after my home was bombed, and I went back to school. Because if I had not gone, they would have felt like they had won.
And then she, y'all heard what she said, right? She would felt like they would have won. And she was the only female of the Little Rock Nine to actually graduate and participate in the ceremony at all. None of them other ones actually made it through the abuse. And she graduated from the University of Colorado, and she went on to become a real estate broker, y'all. So she lives in Inglewood, California now. And I'm going to end this with a quote by James Baldwin and say, if you know where you came, there is really no limit to where you can go.
For sure. Hey, that's fine.
Hey, that was another episode of the Hiphop Millennials podcast. Thank y'all for checking us out. I am Cashews.
And it's your boy TK.
Girl Diamonds.
And it's your girl Takes Tea.
And we are
Hiphop Millennials podcast.
Thank y'all for listening, man. And come back, check us next week.